A war is brewing in Aventasia, during the eternal struggle of the alliance of free races against the army of shadows. An aged gremlin archaeologist, Mortimer MacGuffin, discovers the secret repository that houses a legendary artifact. Knowing that this ancient treasure could turn the tide of the war, the army of shadows sends their best agents to seize it. At the same time, 4 unlikely heroes from the Alliance are drawn into the crisis. A cute gnome Wilbur, a stunningly attractive wood elf Princess Ivo, and a brass pirate Nate with his furry companion the mysterious Critter. Hi everyone and welcome to my newest Let's Play. This time I'm going to play through the game called Book of Unwritten Tales. It has been developed by King Art and was released on April the 2nd, 2009. So let's wait no further and let's get playing. This is chapter 1 called Prologues.
Our world is at war. Only the old can remember a time without fear, without bloodshed. Defeat followed victory. Victory followed defeat. No one could gain the decisive advantage. Only now is there an end in sight. Who would ever have thought that it would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to put an end to this madness? And I didn't find the key to ending the war on one of my expeditions. Not deep in some dark dungeon, nor on the peak of a fiery mountain. No, I found it in an old book. I only hope that luck has not abandoned us. What's happened to Beetle and the Archmage's men? Doesn't he know how...
So then, you're MacGuffin, are you? Archaeologist, adventurer, and future trophy on my mother's living room wall.
And you are Monkus, dastardly son of the Archwitch Mortroga. What do you want from me?
I think you know that. Where is it? We know that your feeble-minded servant was on the way to that damned magical trickster Alistair.
I won't tell you anything.
Take him away. Mother has ways and means of squeezing what we need to know out of him.
After all, what's likely to happen? Oh well, we're several days away from the wildlands. It's just as safe here as in the elf burrow. Oh, then, if it was left up to them, I'd just be spending the whole day... No, of course I won't do anything stupid. You're right, we should get help. Quick, back to the elf burrow. Oh boy. Let's do it.
So this is the tutorial and just so you can look at objects with clicking with the left mouse button.
Huh. One end of the rope is knotted tightly.
Point and click adventure game, by the way.
To swing onto the other side of the leg.
And use it again. You can sometimes skip animations as well if you find your patience is running out. I examine the cage.
The metal cage is fastened onto the dragon's harness. The old gremlin's in the cage. He hasn't noticed me yet.
There's a lot of spoken dialogue here, so that's really nice. So let's talk to the gremlin, shall we?
Hey, hello, you there?
Who are you?
So, which one to choose? Let's go for the one. I'm a wood elf who's going to save the day for you. Call me Ivo.
My name is...
Never mind. There's something you have to do for me. What am I talking about? It's not just for me. It's for the Alliance.
I've no particular interest in the Alliance.
I don't care. This has to do with everyone.
Professor MacGuffin's the name. I'm an archaeologist. I've discovered something important.
And they want it?
Oh, yes. You've no idea how much they want it.
So let's go for... She seems to be a bit non-aligned with any of the people that's in war, so let's go with the whole I don't care, I'm here to set you free.
Forget what the shadows have planned. In the end, some knight in shining armor will come to our rescue.
You may scoff, but they would have to skin me before I tell them what I know.
Okay then, I'll release you and let you mortals carry on playing at war.
No! We've got no time to lose. You must take this ring. Take it to the Archmage Alistair in the town of Seastone on the coast. He will send someone to my house. The book that describes where it is hidden is there in my secret cellar. He must get it to safety.
And what about you?
I will win you as much time as I can. I can endure torture for hours, days if need be. The pain, the humiliation, the agony of body and soul.
So apparently he doesn't mind torture. Let's see what if MacGuffin here really is up for all that. Should we go for the "you're a true hero, farewell"? Or shouldn't I perhaps really be setting you free? Oh, sounds like a plan. So let's go for shouldn't I perhaps really be setting you free?
Perhaps I should just release you and we'll do without the pain and death bit.
That would, of course, also be an option. Less dramatic, but if you insist, I can hardly stop you.
How can I get you out of there?
Good question. This cage is well built and the lock won't be easy to deal with.
I could untie the cage and then it would smash when it hits the ground.
Just like my old bones. But it's not a bad idea. On the way to Mortroga's fortress, we'll fly over the White Ridge Mountains. Everything's covered in snow there, and the dragon will fly low over the peaks. We could try it there.
That was a joke. The chances of that working are about 1,000,000 to 1.
Can't see any other way to escape. Fighting is not an option.
Let me see how the cage is fastened.
You do that. I'll be here if you need me.
No idea what's going on here, but I should probably release the old gremlin before we get into enemy territory. We'll have to see how we go after that.
So, next objective, figuring out how to release the gremlin from its cage. So, have our lovely magnifying glass here, and let's look at the securing rope.
This rope fastens the cage to the dragon. I have to undo it if I want to drop the cage onto the mountains. This is too tight. I won't be able to undo this just using my hands, but if I had a knife or a sword, I could perhaps cut the rope.
Let's try and see if there's anything else we can examine. We can continue talking with him. We can look at the load.
Transport dragons can move great loads, like these barrels, wooden posts, and this big crate. I don't think that this stuff will help me a whole lot.
By the way, I must say that the dragon is amazingly quiet or still with its wings and legs while flying like this. It's quite the amazing, yeah, it's like it's hovering instead. Is there anything else we can look at here? That was the rope we came from. Look at the support
That's the way
strut.
up onto the dragon's back. I can't reach the support strut.
Okay, so she can't reach that. And also securing rope. Maybe we should talk with the gremlin again.
Hey, MacGuffin.
What is it?
So, let's just try and interrogate him a bit here. He's in no hurry. We do remember how the plan is. Yeah, how can such a heavily loaded dragon fly at all?
Isn't it a trifle improbable that a 50-metre-long dragon with a pathetically small wingspan could be physically capable of transporting such a substantial amount of gear?
How should I know? I'm an archaeologist, not an aeronautical scientist. I don't concern myself with trivialities. I see it flying, so I believe it.
I, however, find it illogical.
Then it must be magic.
Hmm?
If something isn't logical in this world, then it's always down to magic. Very practical. You can explain everything like that. Something's flying that can't fly. Magic!
Okay, so it's a magical world, which I also kind of guessed already, considering the gremlin and the wood elf and orcs or whatever it is that snatched him. Seems quite interesting. It has quite a lot of humor in it, the game, and if you listen carefully and read along, you will also find out they do hint at some other movies and scenes and various games sometimes, which is quite funny the way they tuck that in. It is a bit comedian, kind of, what's it called, atmosphere in the game. So what should we say then? I can't open the cage. How does that mean? Well, we still know the plan, but what do you know about your kidnappers?
That kidnapper with his troll, who is he?
The sorcerer. He's called Monkus. He's the son of the Archwitch Mortroga.
The Archwitch? How did she know that you'd made such an important discovery?
Beetle, my servant. I sent him on a secret mission to the Archmage. I must have caught him. Beetle.
Oh, poor Beetle indeed. I don't think we'll be seeing much about Beetle. Okay, so let's go for the I can't open the cage with just my bare hands. Let's figure out what to do then.
The cage has been secured with a thick rope. I can't release it using my bare hands.
Then you'll have to cut through the rope.
Splendid idea, but I don't have a knife.
Then get your hands on one. The kidnappers up there are sure to be armed.
I fear that could be true.
I really do like the voice acting in this game. It fits the characters and it gives quite some extra depth to it all. And sarcasm and stuff, yeah. It's a really nice game so far. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get onto the dragon's back without some help. We kind of tried that and she couldn't reach it, so... And apparently these items here around, I couldn't interact with them, so it's not like she could push that around and step onto it. So let's see what he says.
If I'm going to steal a knife from the kidnappers, then I need to get onto the back of the dragon. There's a support strap there. If I could reach it, I'd be able to pull myself up.
No problem. Here, take this.
A whip?
It's always served me well. You could use it as a rope.
So you'll find the whip just as all other objects in the inventory. Move the mouse to the bottom edge of the screen to open the inventory. To examine the object in the inventory, click on it using the right mouse button. So let's try and carry on then.
I'll just carry on then. You wait here.
And let's check out the whip. So it's down here, and the right mouse
A
button.
bullwhip made of old leather. Looks as if it's seen a lot of action in its time.
Archaeologist with a whip. Indiana Jones, anyone? Okay, so we have the whip. We need to get up here. Is there anything we can use it? Oh, use the whip with the support strut. Let's see what happens. Get that whip cracking, baby.
Da 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 da.
Familiar tune. Okay, so now we can climb onto the dragon's back. So let's give that a go.
What? Yes, I was evil and beastly. Yes, I'll bring him with me, Mother. Yes. I have to go. Why? I'm steering a dragon, remember? You know, I'm not being curt with you. Yes. Good. Yes. I'll see you later. Love you too. Oh, by the gods, how I hate her! No, not much longer, Monkus, not much longer. Soon you will have it in your hands. But you have to be careful, Monkus. Mother is mistrustful. She has her agents everywhere. And you are talking to yourself. Better shut up.
There appears to be some truth in the gremlin's story. It's vital that I rescue him. If I remain right here on the outside, then they won't be able to spot me from the driver's cabin.
Okay, so she's starting to believe and take our little gremlin friend MacGuffin quite serious. So, and all coincidental, there's a big fat sword here and another kind of sword here. So, let's look at the
I could really
weapon
do with
stand.
one of those swords, but I can't reach the stand without the sorcerer seeing me.
Okay, so we need to find a way for them not to see her. Is there anything else we can interact with here? Following it around. You never know what might be hiding. Okay, here's a flag we can look at.
A thin wooden stick with the flag of the Shadow Army. The stick's been tied loosely to the railing.
Okay, so we can take the wooden baton, is it called that?
Got it, and the sorcerer hasn't noticed.
That was quickly, and into her apparently very magical and giant pockets. Oh, and here's a box we can look at. Let's have a peek.
An old cardboard box. It seems to be some kind of emergency kit if the dragon crash lands.
And we can search through the carton.
There are a few moth-eaten blankets in the box, a bit of dried meat covered in white mould, and a blue and red potion, and... a line with a fish hook. It looks quite serviceable. I'll take it with me.
Ooh. Oh, and a hint. You can combine objects in the inventory by selecting an object and then clicking with it on another object. Okay. Well, let's just first check if there's anything we've missed out before we start looking at our inventory. That was the weapon stand, but we can't do anything right now. We can't tie any of these knots up because they're too tight. We can climb down again, but we kind of look through everything and...
The rest's of no use.
Yeah, she doesn't want to use anything else from the carton box. So let's have a look at our inventory then. We have a wooden staff and a fish hook. Let's try the wooden staff first, and you can get a short sword using the staff.
I think I can reach the sword with the stick, but getting it over here would be a bit risky. The goblin would notice the stick and I'd have a knife in my stomach before I could say, uh-oh.
Yeah, apparently she's unarmed. Lovely. Okay, so that didn't work, and this one?
No chance. I'd have to hit the handle exactly despite the high wind. And even if I manage that, I'll never get the sword over here quietly.
Okay, so that's no go. What if we take the string of the fishing hook and then knot the string onto the wooden staff?
I'll knot the line to the tip of the stick and hey presto, I've got a fishing rod.
Ah, let's go fishing, everyone. And this time it's not fish we're going to catch, it's a bloody sword. Well, it doesn't look that bloody though. Okay, fish for the sword.
That was elegant.
Okay, so apparently the goblin would have heard all the other things, but he didn't hear the big fat sword flying from above and landing in the wood. Anyway, I think that's kind of what we can do here, from what I can see. And let's climb down the dragon. It's a good thing the dragon isn't ticklish. Okay, so we got the sword. Let's see if our gremlin friend here has something to say again.
Hey, MacGuffin.
What is it?
Yeah, you can say, or we can say, or she can say in this case, I was eavesdropping on the sorcerer. What does he want from you exactly? A weapon?
So what is this discovery of yours then? A great treasure? A weapon?
I can't tell you. Too dangerous. Actually, well, I don't have it either.
What do you mean?
I found a clue in an old book as to where the artifact... where it is hidden.
Artifact. It. This is getting more and more cliché.
Cliché? The struggle of good against evil is never cliché.
You mentioned your secret cellar. Is that where the book's hidden? Pretty risky.
So, and well, we still remember the plan, so I found a sword. Now I can cut you loose at any time.
I've got a sword and can cut through the rope as soon as you're ready.
Fine. I'm ready when you are. We're over the mountains. It's now or never.
Are you really sure?
I am. But if I don't survive or they catch me, then you'll have to fetch the book from my secret cellar and take it to the Archmage.
Yeah, okay. Well, we both know what's going to happen now, or that would be a real, unexpected adventure. But let's go with the first one. We both know what's going to happen now.
You mean, if you die, the young, sexy elf will become the hero of this story rather than an old, disheveled gremlin? How improbable.
Don't talk, just cut me free!
Okay. We'll cut you free. We'll take a big sword and cut through the securing rope.
The right moment is close. There's the mountain. Good luck, MacGuffin.
So that was quite a nice introduction there. This is actually just about the credits. I'm not sure if you would want to see them, but I'm going to end the video after the credits, so you can always choose to end the video now if it is. And when episode 2 or part 2 is up, I'll make a little annotation in the corner, upper right corner for you to press. So again, if you're watching this for the first time at that point and part 2 is out, you can just press that one and you'll skip through the credits. But if you're interested in seeing who is behind this lovely little game, then keep on watching. In the other playthrough I'm doing for myself, I haven't gotten that far yet, so there are some puzzles to do. It's a real point-and-click adventure game, which I really like. I haven't played one in ages, and I thought this would be a great one to start out with, and a great addition to my channel. It's a purchase from GOG.com. They have a lot of great games there, old games, and also a bit new games now. So, I hope you like this first part of this game, and we'll give it a go. Have a peek and follow me through. I hope I can figure out to solve the various puzzles here and there, but we'll see how it all goes. So take care everyone, and have a great day. Bye bye!